Have you ever read a book where almost nothing happens, yet everything happens at the same time? That's exactly what Virginia Woolf does in To the Lighthouse. It's not about a thrilling plot or big twists, it's about the way time passes, the way people think, and the way relationships quietly shape our lives. It was published in 1927, so The Lighthouse is one of Virginia Woolf's most famous works and a cornerstone of modernist literature. Instead of following a straightforward story, Woolf experiments with a stream of consciousness writing, letting us dive directly into her characters' thoughts and emotions. At its heart, the novel explores memory, time, family, and impossibility of truly understanding another person. The novel is set in the Ramsay family's summer house on the Isle of Skye in Scotland. It's divided into three parts. In the first part, The Window, we see the Ramsay family, their guests, and their complex relationships. Mrs. Ramsay dreams of taking her children to the lighthouse, but Mr. Ramsay insists the weather won't allow it. What seems like a simple disagreement reveals much deeper tensions about hope, authority, and connection. Now, the second part, Time Passes, is incredibly bold. Woolf compresses in 10 years into just a few pages, showing how war, death, and decay sweep through silently while the house itself deteriorates. In the final section, the lighthouse, the surviving family members return, and finally, that long postponed trip to the lighthouse happens. But it's not really about the destination, it's about reconciliation, closure, and the persistence of memory. What makes this book brilliant isn't the plot, it's the way Woolf captures human consciousness. She drifts seamlessly between characters' thoughts, showing us how differently people perceive the same moment. For example, Mrs. Ramsay sees beauty and harmony in gathering people together, while Mr. Ramsay obsesses over his intellectual legacy. One of the biggest themes is the passage of time, how quickly it erases people yet leaves traces in memory and art. Woolf also highlights this difficulty of communication, how we long to be understood but often remain isolated in our inner worlds. And of course, the lighthouse itself is a symbol. It's distant, unreachable, but always shining. An image of stability and meaning in a chaotic world. Reading To the Lighthouse feels almost like standing in front of a painting. There's no clear story being told, but the mood, the color, and the perspective hit you deeply. At times, it can feel slow and disorienting, but that's also the point. Woolf wants us to experience life as it's actually lived, in fragments, in thoughts, in fleeting impressions. Personally, I loved how the book captures the beauty of small everyday moments, a dinner conversation, a child's anticipation, the sound of waves. It reminds us that meaning isn't always found in big events. It's in the quiet flow of time. So if you want to explore a book that makes you feel the texture of time, memory, and human connection, To the Lighthouse is a masterpiece worth diving into. Have you read it? Did you find it moving, confusing, or maybe both? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and if you enjoyed this book talk, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me next time for another deep dive into literature. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, so you don't miss out on any future content.